Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good!
Will be a swing by Kramer, kept alive by Jalbert. Lucas with the attack off the side of the block for the kill.
Gazette, he looks to go off guard, tucks back inside to the A gap, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Harrington, angle, off a touch, diving, Dunbar, holy cats, wow!
Starcevic in the shotgun, play action, looking for a man, has him down the field to his brother Starcevic for the touchdown. It's 31 yards. Jake.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back here on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all: home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. But IrieINS.com for a free quote today. A lot of pink out there, but it is blue against orange as Hillsboro-Central Valley takes on Cavalier in this Region 2 contest, girls volleyball contest on yourliveevent.com. Lots to come on the pregame show. We'll chat with both head coaches. Carmen Stanhope from Cavalier on the way, and after that, Katie Stapler from Hillsboro-Central Valley. We'll take a look at the region schedules and standings and all that fun stuff, and much, much more here on the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
It's that time of year again. Time to kick off another exciting and fun-filled school year. Everyone at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead hope we all can join together and make it a successful and safe school year. If you're driving near school buildings, at school bus stops, please watch carefully for children. Welcome back, students, teachers, staff, and administration from Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview is headed tonight's Region 2 girls volleyball contest between Hillsboro-Central Valley and Cavalier, joined by the Hillsboro-Central Valley head girls volleyball coach Katie Stabler. And Katie, by the end of the night, you have completed at least 30 sets in the last 11 days. I feel like this is the last mile of a marathon, so to speak, and you want to get across that finish line strong.
Yeah, I would say almost there. We got this big region match for us tonight. We got to make sure that we come in focused, and then we got a weekend. You know, on Saturday we get many more games to throw in there, and then we get our week off to regroup. But we're excited. We knew these last 2 weeks were going to be super busy, full of volleyball, and you know what? We'd just like to stretch almost every single game as much as we can. So getting a lot of good touches in and a lot of volleyball in.
You could jokingly say that the ladies, they just want to keep playing volleyball. They don't want to stop, right?
Yeah, you know, we talk about they want to compete against other teams, and that's what they want to do.
kind of looking at health and safety, of course, Abigail Anderson tonight, her status coming into the game.
Yeah, she's back. She practiced yesterday, looked good. Her ankle, she feels pretty strong there, and so she's coming back. I thought we had girls step up and do a great job for us, Malia and Aaliyah, and Abigail's just ready to go, and girls are excited, and yeah, they're just ready to get on the court and have another home game.
Big contest tonight against Cavalier. They're kind of on the outside of that top 5 looking in, and they've won some, they've lost some, and you definitely got to put your toes to the ground, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a team that competes, and they're very scrappy. They've taken sets from some of those top 5 teams, and they're hanging in right there with them, and they just aren't coming out. And so we got to make sure that we control our side and we do our little things and continue to stay aggressive and focus on our defensive end.
Katie Stabler, head coach for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Borough girls volleyball team, joining us here on the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro-Central Valley students. It's the Hillsboro-Central Valley Booster Club.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben, 701-636-4981. Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews ahead of tonight's Region 2 girls volleyball contest between Cavalier and Hillsboro-Central Valley, joined by the Cavalier Tornado head girls volleyball coach and Carmen Stanhope. And Carmen, some wins, some losses, a young team still trying to figure things out. It seems like there's a lot more opportunity than negatives.
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing that these girls bring is team culture. We have a positive team culture. So I think when we can build upon that, I think we can hopefully be successful in the second half of the season.
You said kind of have a young team this year, even though it might take a little bit while longer to find the footing. Who's on your team showing some good progress and stepping up for your ladies?
Yeah, we have Katie Jensen. She's just a freshman, but you know what? She can step into any position and succeed. And Remy Larson, she's our libero, and she works her tail off in the back middle. So I'm excited about those two. And honestly, Bryn Devine, she's our setter this season, and she's really stepped up and played a big role in leading and being our team captain. So.
You mentioned that your team is still trying to figure out their rotation, trying to figure out where they are on the floor. What else do you think they've learned the most in this, while we get to the back half of the season?
I think they've learned that there's different ways to win volleyball games, to be honest with you. They're scrappy, they work hard, they try not to let any ball hit the floor, and I think that's going to pay off for them
Got a really tough and tested Hillsboro-Central Valley squad tonight, but you guys are in the thick of it as well in the region standings. Your thoughts on what it's going to take to get the big win tonight?
I think playing together as a team, being aggressive on offense, and just being scrappy. I think that if we can do those three things, hopefully we can come out with a W.
Carmen Stanhope joining us, head coach for the Cavalier Tornado girls volleyball squad here on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Carmen, thanks for the time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
And that concludes our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews here on your live event.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhb.bank. That's dhb.bank, our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Step away here for a little bit. We'll come back with some more pregame comments next.
Keep yourself healthy as we head back to school and into the autumn season. Hillsboro Drug and Gift is your locally owned full-service pharmacy with prescription and over-the-counter medications, cough and cold medications, and more. And don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club. Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Central Valley Schools has provided me with so many opportunities. Whether you are in the sports, the arts, or any other activities, there's something for every student to get involved in, and the teachers are pretty cool. I'm Tyson Sumby, a senior at Central Valley High School. My favorite thing about Central Valley High School is the community, because we are well put together. Find your favorites at Hillsboro-Central Valley Schools. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Coming on back on the Zyrie Insurance pregame show, the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. Covering it all. Home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. ZyrieINS.com for a free quote today. James Martins, Casey Hong on the camera here this evening as it's Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros and the Cavalier Tornadoes Region 2 girls volleyball action. Again, you just heard from both head coaches on the matchup here this evening. One of a handful we have for you on yourliveevent.com. Volleyball action for you. Climax Fisher hosting Red Lake County. Tri-State's at Maple River. Pine River Bacchus hosts Walker Hackensack Akeley. And Lisbon is at Central Cass in volleyball action here this evening. Again, the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros coming off their third straight best 3 out of 5 set match in 5 sets, 2 wins and 1 loss in that span. And they come in at 13-6 in all competitions. They won 10 of their first 11. Since then, they have come up short in 5 out of their last 8, but still a good 13-6 winning record, including an undefeated record in region play, taking both points from Hatton Northwood, Drayton Valley, Edinburgh, and North Border, as well as both points from Park River, Fordville, Lincoln. So the Burros are 4-0 in region play. Meanwhile, Cavalier, they are 9-10 in all competitions here this season. Kind of an up and down season, as we talked about with Carmen Stanhope's squad. They won 3 out of the last 4, though, including wins in season tournament action over White Shield and Midway Minto, and a region sweep of North Border. So they take both points from North Border. They've taken 1 of 2 from Midway Minto, and they have taken 1 of 2 from, or they've taken both, I should say, from Larimore, falling in both, falling 2 points, losing 2 points to Mayport CG and to Drayton Valley Edinburgh. So tough loss to DVE. So as we take a look here at the Region 2 girls volleyball standings. Coming into tonight, again, Mayport CG, Grafton, Hillsboro-Central Valley, Thompson, they're all undefeated in region play. Mayport CG has the most points for a lot of those matches are 2-point contests. Some are 1 apiece as they play each other home and away. 12 points for the Patriots, 10 for the Spoilers, 8 for the Burros, and 6 for the Tommies. Park River Fordville Lincoln currently sits in 5th place. Drayton Valley Edinburgh in 6th. Cavalier in 7th. Hatton Northwood 8th. North Border, Midway Minto tied for 9th. And Larimore, just 1 win on the season. They have dropped all 6 contests. I believe, they've dropped 12 points of 12 possible points this season. So the season ended today. The top 5, of course, would have a first-round bye straight to the quarterfinals. Mayport CG, Grafton, Hillsboro-Central Valley, Thompson, and Park River Fordville Lincoln. Drayton Valley Edinburgh would host Larimore. Midway Minto would travel to Cavalier, and Hatton Northwood would host North Border in play-in contests. So that's the standings we have here for you right now. And again, big contest for both these teams. Hillsboro-Central Valley trying to keep pace with the 4 at the top. Cavalier looking to get a big win and give themselves some help once they get to the postseason. Again, girls volleyball action on yourliveevent.com. Lots of volleyball slated today. Football action tomorrow. There's a ton of football on Football Friday night and some big games. Holly hosting Warroad. Red Lake County's at Ada Borup West. Carrington hosts the Rugby Panthers. Monogah's at Polk County West. Hillsboro-Central Valley, the Burros travel to Lisbon to take on the Broncos. Lenoman-Waubun hosts Lake Park Audubon. Enderlin's at Maple River. That's a big Region 2 9-man game. Illinois Edgeley Cullum's at Northern Cass. Sargent County hosts Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Kindred is at Thompson. And Pine River Bacchus hosts Walker Hackensack Akeley. Second straight day that PRB will take on WHA. First in volleyball and then in football. Also on Saturday, I'll be heading out to Cooperstown live from the East Region Cross Country meets. Just talked with Kirk Zink today. You'll hear that interview on the KRJB Coaches Corner on Saturday, as the Burro girls look to be the favorite to win the region title, although rugby will certainly be a tough competitor as well. On the boys' side, Hillsboro-Central Valley looks to have a good showing, as does rugby. So those are kind of the 2 top schools, and some others in contention. Dakota could have a good showing as well. It's their home course, by the way. But again, we'll have live updates on KRJB as well as interviews with the champions and Hillsboro-Central Valley athletes afterwards as well. The latest polls as well were released earlier this week, released on Tuesday. And Linton HMB is your new #1 team in the state for Class B. They have 5 of the 11 first-place votes, 21-4 on the season coming in. Central Cass ranked #2, Central McLean 3. By the way, Central Cass has 3 first-place votes. Central McLean, Dickinson Trinity, and South Prairie Max round out your top 5 with 1 first-place vote each. Grafton in 6th, Langton Area Edmore Munich 7th, Our Redeemers 8th, Northern Cass 9th, and Kemmer Bobels 10th. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Park River Fordville Lincoln both receiving votes, as did Medina, Pingree, Buchanan, Maple River, Flasher, Thompson, Hettinger, Scranton, Trenton, and Hazen. So it's a jumbled up rankings poll for Class B. Hillsboro-Central Valley, thought maybe they should be in the poll, but of course the DLB Lady Laker invite taken into account with that. So the Linton HMB Lady Lions, of course, state champions a few years ago. I think right before Northern Cass had their last two. They are currently the number 1 ranked team in Class B. Class A, Fargo-Shanley's your top ranked team with 9 of the 11 first place votes. West Fargo-Cheyenne 2nd, Century 3rd, Horace 4th, and Jamestown 5th. Davies, South, and Bismarck High also receiving votes in the most recent poll. A lot of good information here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We will step away here in just a little bit for the national anthem. Again, the Burros, this is, by the end of the night, they will have played 30 sets in 11 days. And they've got more in store for them this weekend at the Carrington Invitational. So they could get 36 in 2 weeks, a 2-week span, 36 games by the end of the weekend. So lots to consider as we again chronicle the Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll step away, be back with our starting lineups, and before I know it, the opening serve live from Buxton. It's Cavalier, Hillsboro-Central Valley, Region 2 Girls Volleyball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Hi, I'm Preston Ettinger with Lux Wealth Advisors in Mayville. At Lux Wealth Advisors, we believe financial planning is about more than numbers. It's about your future. We provide small town service with big company resources.
Hi, my name is Hunter Torgerson at Lux Wealth Advisors. As your neighbors, we understand the unique challenges you face.
Whether you're saving for your child's education, planning for retirement, or starting a business, we're here to help every step of the way.
With personalized strategies tailored just for you, we help turn your financial dreams into achievable goals. Lux Wealth Advisors, your trusted partner for a brighter financial future.
Don't let your autumn project list fall to pieces. Make those projects fall into place with the help of Mayport Hardware. Tim, the project pro, and his team will make sure you get not just the right tool or part, they'll also give you the tips and tricks to tackle that list once and for all. Plus, they've got plenty of essentials for fall cleanup and a grill or two for those pregame cookouts. You've always got a lot more going for you at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
You can buy the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Welcome on back for our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower owned. crystalsugar.com. Starting with the starters for the Cavalier Tornadoes in their pink out jerseys here this evening. The libero, a junior, number 0, Remington Larson. A freshman defensive specialist, number 5, Katie Jensen. The sophomore setter captain, number 19, Bryn Devine. The sophomore middle hitter, number 8, Colby Firstenau. The junior outside hitter, number 9, Jocelyn Anderson. The sophomore middle hitter, number 11, Jalen Stegman. And the middle hitter, senior, number 13, Ariana Tebow. That's the starters for head coach Carmen Stanhope, assisted by Melissa Gagner. And now for the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros in the home whites, Kaylee Kittleson, libero in the blues. Senior outside hitter number 2, Sadie Gallagher. Senior libero number 3, Kaylee Kittleson. Senior middle number 4, Carsey Hattlestead. The sophomore middle back into the lineup after an ankle injury. Number 8, Abigail Anderson. A senior outside hitter, number 10, Kennedy Olson. Senior middle, number 11, Haley Smeldon. And the senior center, number 12, Megan Ensign. That's the starters for head coach Katie Stabler, assisted by Peyton Richter and Daphne Kenninger. Again, that's our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grow our own. crystalsugar.com. Opening serve is next.
A few years ago I was teaching. Last year I was running a golf course, and this year I'm running a $1 million punch plasma machine.
You can make top dollar if you utilize your time properly and you're efficient in what you do.
You can't beat the pay. It's 4 days a week, and it's awesome to have a 3-day weekend.
From inside the Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl broadcast booth, he can cover it all for you. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. James Barnes, Casey Hong on the camera here this evening. Again, follow along on our Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales scoreboard. Happy harvest from Tim Cazette. Again, the Burros serving left to right in the white jerseys. And the Tornadoes in the alternate pink uniforms for the pink out for breast cancer, going right to left. Hillsboro-Central Valley won the C Squad match in 2 sets. The Burros took the JV 2-1. And again, Hillsboro-Central Valley has played in best 3 out of 5 matches, 3 straight 5-set contests. As there's a net violation against Haley Smeldon. They're off the pregame, now into the opening set. And it is 1-0 in favor of Cavalier. First net violation, of course, of the contest for the Burros. And back to serve, it's Remy Larson. Gallagher bumps it over, back to the Tornadoes. Near side, joust to the net is won that time by Jocelyn Anderson. And the point goes to the Tornadoes there. 2-0. Good early start there for Cavalier. As Larson goes back to the service line. Ensign loads the cannons for Smeldon. Gets the kill. Haley Smeldon. Her first of the night. And the Burros have the first points. Their first point on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sale scoreboard. Sadie Gallagher going back to the service line here. Gallagher coming off a season high, I do believe, 10 kills in the win over Park River Fordville Lincoln. Far side, got it over there by Stegman. Ensign loads it up for Abigail Anderson for the kill. Anderson fresh off the ankle injury. She's been battling that all season long. Back-to-back points now for the Burros, and Sadie Gallagher going back to the service line, starting this match at around 7:15 this evening. Not right on the start line. Gallagher, serve into the net. First service error of the match against the Burros. As back to the service line for the Tornadoes. That's Adeline Manley. Manley, the junior. And a nice block for Smeldon. We're tied at 3. These two teams met. First game of the year for both teams at the Northern Cass Invite back in August. The Burros did win that one in 2 sets out of 2, but one of the sets was 25-23 as Anderson on the block makes it 4-3, Hillsboro-Central Valley. Anderson already off to a nice start with a kill and a block this evening. So is Smeldon. And Smeldon does go to the service line. The Burros have their first lead of the contest. Smeldon smashes that one down the middle. Load up there near side, and a dugout there by Smeldon on the attack by the Tornadoes. Kennedy Olsen's first touch of the game, fisted up into the air by Remy Larson. And the Tornadoes couldn't guide it back over. 5-3, Hillsboro-Central Valley. I do believe this is the first game in Buxton this year. First game in Buxton this year, I do believe. Maybe the second. I'm conferring with the AD, Dave Nelson, here as Kennedy Olsen taps it over. Back to the Tornadoes. Nice whip there by Jocelyn Anderson. First kill unofficially for the Tornadoes here this season. And back to the service line. There goes Katie Jensen, the only freshman on this varsity roster. As Hattlestead fires a block, and another block. 2 blocks there for Jossie Anderson. And we're tied at 5. Jensen back to the service line. And sends it right to Kittleson. Ensign loads it up near side. Kennedy Olsen fires. Larson with the dig. And guided back over there by Manley. Ensign. Hattlestead down the line. Manley digs it out. Sends it back to Gallagher and HCB. Here's Anderson for the kill. Abigail Anderson. Pair of kills and a block for the Burros, and they got the 6-5 lead as Kennedy Olsen in this senior heavy lineup goes to the service line. Again, Anderson, the only gal out there right now that is not a senior. And Kennedy Olsen a little bit too sideways on that one. Couple of service errors for the Burros. Half of Cavalier's points have come off of Hillsboro-Central Valley errors, either by the serve or by a net violation. Vivian Ibarra, the senior, will come in to serve now for the Tornadoes. Ibarra with the right hand. Gallagher collects. Kittleson attacks from the back row. Smashes that just out of bounds. Cavalier regains the lead here, 7-6, an even exchange of the first 13 points of the contest. Ibarra going back to the service line here. Sends it over to Kennedy Olsen. Inside to Hattlestead. Fires long again. No deflection. And Cavalier has the 8-6 lead. This would be their biggest win of the season. Again, a 10-9 start to the year for Cavalier. As that is sent over. Hattlestead, he pushes Ibarra to the ground. And back come the Burros. Into the net for Hattlestead. Now 9-6 Cavalier. Cavalier this season does not have a win over a ranked opponent, ranked or received votes opponent this year. Ensign tapped over there by Anderson. And pirouetting to give that one is Devine. Kennedy Olsen on the set to Anderson. Dug out there by Jensen. Here come the Tornadoes down the line for the kill. Ava Chemnitz. Her first of the match, and just like that, it's a nice run for the Tornadoes. They've rattled off 4 straight, and they've got the 10-6 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Cozette seed sales scoreboard. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsboro.
Coming out of this Nodak Insurance Company agent Brad Richter, sales associate Nick Preston, timeout. Another block, this time by Ariana Tebow, gives Cavalier an 11-6 lead. Down the line there by the Burros, and the Burros end the 5-0 run by Cavalier. It's going back to serve here now. Abigail Anderson already with a couple of kills and a block, looking for an ace to complete the trifecta early. Cavalier covers well as that's guided over there by Manley. Back to Kittleson and the Burros. Inside, loads it up to Gallagher, fires, kaboom! Sadie Gallagher, her first kill of the match. 11-8, it's back-to-back points now for Hillsboro-Central Valley on the Abigail Anderson serve. And the sophomore, along with Aaliyah Jelmstead, Peyton Olson, and Malia Brill, the four sophomores on this Hillsboro-Central Valley varsity roster. Ensign on a push. Recovered there by the Tornadoes. Chemnitz fires one, dug out by Anderson. Here's Gallagher, out of bounds. Too much mustard on that one, makes it 12-8 Cavalier. Well, the early lead. As checking in for the Tornadoes, Jalen Stegman back out onto the court. Carmen Stanhope saying she's got a fairly young squad. However, I think the more accurate way to say it is a balanced squad. Adelstead sends it to Cavalier, composed of 4 seniors, 4 juniors, 4 sophomores, and a freshman. Stegman, a sophomore, sends it over, and Adelstead, a senior, sends it right back. Carsey Adelstead, her first kill of the contest. 4 Burros have at least 1 kill. 2 Tornadoes have at least 1 kill. No aces yet in the game either side. 3 blocks for Cavalier and 2 for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Kaylee Kittleson on the service line. Did not register an ace in the win over Park River on Tuesday. And an error there for the Burros. Their 3rd service error of the game. That's their Achilles heel. They were so clean in the first few weeks of the season. Got to kind of get back to that. That's the next level for Katie Stabler's squad. Again at 13-6 in all competitions. A little bit of a heavy touch. Ensign is able to recover, and Smeldon gets it over. Some communication breakdowns there for the Burros. Through Anderson, here's Gallagher. Larson couldn't quite get it. Still up for grabs, but it'll fall onto the floor as Gallagher notches her 2nd kill of the contest. Megan Ensign, the senior from Buxton, here on our home court. Back to serve it away. Ensign drills it to the back row. We're first and out. Waits. Joust to the net. Nice block by Smeldon. Back to Cavalier. And guided over there by Tebow. Here's Smeldon with a kill. Smeldon, a nice series with a kill and a block. Her 2nd each. 13-11 as Ensign goes back to the service line. And it was tied at 6. Since a 5-0 run for the Tornadoes. The Burros looking to go on a little run of their own. Smeldon on the smash, sent back by the Tornadoes. Joust to the net, won by Kennedy Olson. Back set, this time down the line there for Jensen. Only freshman on this Cavalier roster. Back to the Tornadoes. Loaded up there this time. Tebow dug out there by Anderson. And into the net that time by Gallagher. As Manley gets back out onto the floor for Stegman. And Remy Larson back to the service line. Part of Cavalier's run from a play-in round of the quarterfinals, as that gets sent back over by the Burros. Larson drills it into the net. It's 14-12. Again, both teams have had the lead. The Burros by a couple, and the Tornadoes by as much as 5 when they led 11-6. Gallagher going back to the service line here on the jump and serve. A little heavy touch there, but collected nicely by Manley. A little heavy touch there, goes to the ceiling. That'll come down as unable to get a fourth contact violation. 14-13 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. It's Gallagher back to the service line on the run and jump, and down the middle. Little heavy touch. Smeldon says thank you very much, but it's kept up by the Tornadoes. Smeldon says let's try that again, and we're tied at 14 for the first time since it was 6-6. Smeldon already with 4 blocks in this opening set, as the Burros trying to come back and get the first set here on their home court. Gallagher down the middle. Load up this time near side. It is out of bounds on the attack by Jocelyn Anderson, and the Burros take the lead. Since being down 11-6, they have scored 9 of the last 12 points to take the lead. Gallagher, another run and jump down the middle once again. Another heavy touch for Cavalier. Back set to Larson. From libero to libero goes Kittleson. You're Smeldon into the net. We're tied at 15. Good match we have going on between currently the 3rd team in the standings based on points in the Burros and the 7th team in the standings, Cavalier. Anderson, there's our first ace of the match. It'll be Adeline Manley picking up the ace for the Tornadoes. They have no service errors, by the way, as well. 16-15. Cavalier regains the lead. Manley drills it in as well towards that corner. Manley with back-to-back aces. And Katie Stabler going to call her second timeout. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sale scoreboard, set number 1, Cavalier 17, Hillsboro-Central Valley 15. The Hillsboro Stars and Stripes program shares a huge thank you to the businesses and individuals that subscribed to the Stars and Stripes project this past year. Your generosity in purchasing nearly 700 subscriptions will help $20,000 go back into the community. Additional thanks go to the many individuals that help put the flags out. This project continues each year, so please like and follow the Hillsboro Stars and Stripes Facebook page for updates on plans for next year.
Here's a message from Tim Cazette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cazette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
Coming out of this Nodak Insurance Company, Brad Richter, Nick Preston, timeout. We're into action as there's a block by Smeldon, her 5th of the contest. A block on the other end, and the Burros pinball it back over. There's a almost kill, and we'll give it to her. Jocelyn Anderson again. Second kill of the match. Smeldon with 5 blocks. Jensen with her first block as well. It is 18-15. Cavalier picked up 4 straight points as Anderson tried to set it over. Blocked up again by Jensen. And the freshman fires it back to Kittleson. Here's Smeldon. Larson with the dig. Sent back over by Manley, back to Hillsboro-Central Valley. On the run in this opening set. Near side, Anderson, Jocelyn Anderson, dug out Abigail Anderson, and Smeldon on a pushover. One of the longer rallies of this opening set. Jensen on a punch, sends it back to the Burros. Anderson, kaboom! Abigail Anderson. 3 kills and a block to open the match for Anderson. As Haley Smeldon goes back to the service line with the Burros down 2. Smeldon sends a nice serve. Jocelyn Anderson picks up her third kill of the match. 19-16. Burrows have used both of their timeouts. Cavalier, of course, still has both of theirs as Chemnitz comes onto the floor for first now. And Jensen goes to the service line. Jensen to Kittleson, inside, back set to Kennedy Olsen, smash down the line. Olsen's first kill of the match. 5 different Burrows with at least 1 kill. Only 4 kills total for Cavalier, yet they still have a 2-point advantage. Kennedy Olsen on the soft touch, collected nicely by Manley. Chemnitz hits the antenna, and that is out of bounds. 19-18, Hillsboro-Central Valley on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard with Kennedy Olsen to serve. Olsen. Guided back. Her side, Chemnitz for Cavalier. Oh, just in and out of the ceiling. Beams by Kittleson, but the Burrows can't quite finesse it that time. 20-18, Cavalier has had a slight edge in this opening set. Their big moment was their 5-0 run to lead 11-6. And then they had another 4-0 run as well. Ibarra back to the service line for the Tornadoes. Sends it to Kennedy Olsen. Hattelstead towards the corner. It's touched by Ibarra on the way out. Might have landed out of bounds. Either way, Carsey Hattelstead, their second kill of the match. Gallagher, Hattelstead, Anderson, and Smeldon with 2 kills or more each for the Burrows as Abigail Anderson goes to the service line. Anderson on the run and jump. Little heavy touch by Jensen. Sent over to Chemnitz. Kittleson sent back, and there's the soft tap from Megan Ensign. Ensign, her first kill of the match. 11 kills for the Burrows to 4 for the Tornadoes, but they're tied no longer. Abigail Anderson with a trifecta tonight. 3 kills, an ace, and a block here in the opening set. And Cavalier will call timeout. 21-20, Hillsboro-Central Valley with a 1-point lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, set number 1.
You know, parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsboro for more information.
Coming on back here on this Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Brad Richter, Sales Associate Nick Preston, timeout. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. 21-20, James Martin's Casey Hong on the camera here this evening as the Burrows have now gone on a 3-0 run to take a 21-20 lead. Fresh off their first ace of the match, sent over by Abigail Anderson. She sends another one over. Cavalier sends it back for the kill to tie it up at 21 apiece. Nice kill that time for Ariana Tebow. That's her second kill of the match. No, first kill. First kill, she has a block as well. Tied at 21. Back to the service line there goes Devine, the sophomore captain. Down the line goes Hattelstead for the Burrows. Near side, Chemnitz, dug out Kittleson. Back comes HCB. Hattelstead with another chance. Gets the kill. Carsey Hattelstead, her third of the night. Co-leading with Abigail Anderson on the team in kills. But 6 different Burrows have at least 1 kill tonight. It's Kaylee Kittleson on the service line. Nearly an ace. Kept alive, and that surprised the Burrows. They thought it was an ace, but didn't quite get to the floor. Good rally there by the Cavalier defense as we are going neck and neck in this opening set. Colby Firstenau back to the service line. The sophomore drills it down the line to Kennedy Olsen as Anderson will guide it over. Stegman loads it up, joust at the net, won momentarily by Tebow, but we get a net violation against the Tornadoes. Their first of the match. Both teams now with a net violation and giving the Burrows a 23-22 lead. As Megan Ensign sends it back to Cavalier. Stegman fires, dugout Ensigns, heavy touch, nice block by Tebow. Sent back there by the Burros. Burros are just running into each other all this first set as we get a, well, I'm going to say, I think a block by Stegman. 23-22. Tebow with 2 blocks, Stegman with 1. And tied at 23 now is Remy Larson on the service line. Kennedy Olson, far side, gets the kill. Just out of reach there for first now. And the Burros have a set point. 24-23. Kennedy Olson picks up her second kill of the match. And Gallagher for the set. Nice spin on that one. Manley pops it up near side and a kill. We're going to extras. Kill there for Jocelyn Anderson, her 4th of the set. That second straight match the Burros have gone past the 25s in a set. It was the second set on Tuesday night in Park River Fordville, Lincoln. Here's Smeldon through traffic. What a dig out there by Firstenau. And Anderson sends it back. Kittleson pirouettes with inside, and Abigail Anderson sends it towards Remy Larson. And the freshman Jensen can't quite get it over the net. 25-24, the Burros with their second set point. Serve goes to Haley Smeldon now. Smeldon smashes it down the middle on the serve. Manley loads it up near side down the line by Devine. Now Hattlestead on the line. Carsey Hattlestead gives the Burros the opening set victory, 26-24 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seat sales scoreboard.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692. For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com. Coming into this Farmers Union Insurance agent Ryan Optel. In between the sets recap, James Martins, Casey Hong on the camera this evening. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros take the first set 26-24. Second straight match they've had a set go past the 25s. At least in the best 3 out of 5 sort of things. Carsey Hattlestead leading the way in kills for the Burros with 4. Jocelyn Anderson leading the way in kills for the Tornadoes with 4 as well. Haley Smeldon, 5 blocks for the Burros. The entire Tornado team with 7. Couple of aces for Adeline Manley in a row for Cavalier. Abigail Anderson, the only ace for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Despite a 5-0 run to lead 11-6, Cavalier lets it slip away. And they're going to look back on, depending on how the seeding goes and the rest of the matches go, they'll probably look back on, that's one of the sets to look back on, as saying we could have had that and that could have changed the game, that could have changed our season, but you got to move forward, got to play the matches. And Hillsboro-Central Valley certainly knows that any team can come back after being down a set. Cavalier wants to do what Hillsboro-Central Valley did on Tuesday, which is come back after they trailed Park River Fordville Lincoln 2-0. Again, a big region contest as different ladies shuffle in and out for Cavalier. And Kittleson's going to get in on the floor for Hillsboro-Central Valley here in just a moment. A little bit longer rotation check here. And we do have confirmed that this is the second. It's the second game from Buxton here this year. So a good friend, always good friend, Mark Forsyth. I should give him a credit as being an extra statistician. As James Barnes, Casey Hong on the camera here this evening, we go back to work in set number 2. Cavalier gets the start and nearly picks up an ace there. And it'll be a 4-contact violation in the end. Colby Firstenau gets the Tornadoes on the board to start things out. And second straight set, I do believe that Cavalier scores the first point. Firstenau back on the service line to Kittleson and Hillsboro-Central Valley. Here's Smeldon into the net. She's had a little bit of trouble here in the first couple of sets on the kill side of things, but big blocks in the opening set, 5 of them. Help the Burros claim the opening set again, 26-24. Another good serve by Firstenau. Kennedy Olsen, cross court. Firstenau with a dig. Firstenau on the push. Back over to Ensign. Smeldon, nice block by Tebow. And back to the Burros. Abigail Anderson, nice English on that one. She sends it back. Stegman fires, dugout Kittleson, and a kill for Jalen Stegman. Her first kill of the match. Tebow was able to pick up as well her third block. And Cavalier, a 3-0 lead. Smeldon on a push, just pops it up and over. The Tornado wall is there. And it was, didn't quite get over there that time. 3-1 is the score. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Cell scoreboard. Sadie Gallagher back to serve for the Burros. Gallagher loaded up there by Devine. Jensen pops it over, sent back by the Burros. And a block there by Smeldon. That's number 6 for her. Got it back by Stegman. Through Ensign, little heavy touch. Nice back set for Kennedy Olsen. And a block by Tebow. Maybe a few too many touches for Anderson, but she gets cleared. Tebow on. Oh, I thought it was on the line. Well, either way, it's a deflection. 4-1 is Tebow going to claim her second kill of the match. Haley Smeldon now up to 6 blocks. And it's a 4-1 lead for Cavalier to open this second set as Adeline Manley checks back in for the Tornadoes. And Remy Larson goes to the service line. The junior libero sends it to Kaylee Kittleson. Kennedy Olsen, smash. Larson up to the ceiling. And that's into the nets. That time for Cavalier. 4-2. Smeldon and the Burros regain the serve. And Smeldon, one of 7 seniors on this squad. Nice serve. Back flip. That's going to be a lift. Yes. 4-2-3. I'm no volleyball expert, but I could pick that one out pretty clearly. So good call there by the chair. Smeldon back to the service line. She absolutely obliterates that ball. Larson absorbs the contact. And trying to do it equally as well, Jocelyn Anderson. Abigail Anderson pops it back to the Tornadoes. Manley to Jensen, a block by Hattlestead this time. Carsey Hattlestead, her first block of the match. And we have a 4-4 ties. The Burros have scored 3 straight. After Cavalier scored 4 the first 5. Smeldon, good crush down the middle. Larson, out of bounds. 5-4, Hillsboro-Central Valley. Smeldon going back to the service line there with those 2 kills and 6 blocks, but a service error. Number 4 for the Burros to just 1 ace. Cavalier has not had a service error yet tonight. They have a pair of aces. Courtesy of that young lady on the floor, the junior Adeline Manley. Manley drills it towards Abigail Anderson and the Burros. Kennedy Olsen near side into the top of the net. And down. Hit the top of the net. Either way, it should be a Cavalier point. And 6-5 Cavalier, yes. Is the score. Ensign loads up Hattlestead. Dug out there, Remy Larson. Jocelyn Anderson. Anderson with another. Anderson. Her 5th kill of the match. She leads all players out on the floor. The Burros still looking for their first kill of the second set. It's Anderson. Ensign loads up. Kennedy Olsen taps it over, and they certainly get it there. Kennedy Olsen with the kill. That's her 3rd of the night. And Olsen goes back to the service line. Olsen steps up, just finesses it over. 7-7 tie. Kennedy Olsen picks up the ace, her 1st of the night. Olsen trying to go short again. This time it's too short. 8-7 Cavalier. Burrows now with 5 service errors in the match. Ava Chemnitz, the senior, comes back out onto the floor for Cavalier, and the freshman Katie Jensen back to the service line. Ensign loads it up for Hattlestead. That is out of bounds. 9-7 Cavalier, and both teams once again exchanging points relatively evenly. No team is in more than a 5-point lead at any point in this match. Anderson flips it over for the kill. Abigail Anderson with her 4th of the night. Matching Carsey Hattlestead's 4 for the team lead. Anderson, co-team lead in both kills and aces. Anderson on the jump serve, drills it towards Manley. And Devine loads it up for Chemnitz, dug out by Kittleson. Back come Gallagher, and a block. It's out of bounds. I thought it was on the line, but we'll leave that to the line judge there, as that'll be a kill for Gallagher, her 3rd of the night. As a smash there for Anderson, Remy Larson recovers nicely. Manley hits it into the net, and the Burros take the lead here, 10-9. Abigail Anderson back to the service line. And 4 kills, an ace, and a block this evening. Anderson drills it into the net for the 6th service error of the night for the Burros. 10-10 tie. Ibarra checks back in for Cavalier. The Tornadoes in the Northland, whirling their way down I-29 for a date with the Burros. Sent over there by Ensign. Chemnitz over to Kennedy Olsen. Set up, Hattlestead. Dug out there by Devine. Chemnitz pops it over back to Hattlestead. Far side, down the line for Gallagher. Swept up there by Devine, and Chemnitz out of bounds. 11-10, Hillsboro-Central Valley grabs the 1-point lead as Kaylee Kittleson, senior libero for the Burros. You know she had some Luke Combs on the pregame playlist. Chemnitz with a kill. Chemnitz, her 2nd kill of the night. Jocelyn Anderson, 5 kills for Cavalier. The rest of her team, 5 kills. A lot more balanced effort for Hillsboro-Central Valley with an 11-11 tie here in the 2nd set. Here's number 11 for the Burros, Haley Smeldon. Look out below as Smeldon picks up her 3rd kill of the match. Gallagher, Hattlestead, Anderson, Olsen, Kennedy Olsen, and Smeldon. 5 Burros with at least 3 kills on the night. The only other kill is Megan Ensign, and she's at the service line looking for an ace. And she'll get it there. Megan Ensign, the 3rd ace of the night for Hillsboro-Central Valley. -3 ace-to-error ratio with those 6 errors. Cavalier, 2 aces, no errors still yet tonight. Manley checks back in for Cavalier. She's the only Tornado with an ace on the night, while the Burros' 3 aces come from 3 different ladies. And Ensign picks up another 2 in a row for Megan Ensign. And the Burros with a 14-11 advantage. Ensign looking for the turkey here. Not quite. Manley airmails it out of bounds, 15-11. Burrows on a 4-0 run as Stegman's going to come back into the ball game in for Manley. And Stegman will occupy there that back corner. Megan Ensign back on the service line, lobs it up to Remy Larson. Devine. And a block there by Smeldon. Haley Smeldon with her 7th block of the night in a timeout. Carmen Stanhope and the Tornadoes. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads at 16-11 in the second set on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Coming out of this Nodak Insurance Company, agent Brad Richter, sales associate Nick Preston, timeout. For all your insurance questions, see Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, sales associate Nick Preston in Mayville. James Martins, Casey Hong on the camera here this evening. Again, the Burros took the first set 26-24. They lead at 16-11 after a 5-0 run with a couple of aces from Megan Ensign. And Ensign will go back to the service line as the Burros halfway to by far their quickest match outside of in-season tournament play in the last couple weeks. As that is sent down the line there for Chemnitz. Load up, smelled in, great set by Ensign, up to the sky. The Tornadoes rally, but hit out of bounds by Tebow. And a 6-0 run now for Hillsboro-Central Valley, 17-11. As Ensign, few dribbles, and it's short, but sent back over. Ensign, back set, Kennedy Olsen, nice block by Tebow. Gallagher into the net. That ends the 6-0 run for the Burros at 17-12. Tebow is able to pick up her 4th block of the night. And Colby Firstenau will go to the service line here now. Firstenau, the sophomore, with the right palm, smashes it to Kennedy Olsen. Olsen, far side, flips it over, and back comes Cavalier with Stegman near side, and Stegman will pick up the kill. Back-to-back points now for the Tornadoes. Stegman's second, and Firstenau back to the service line. Firstenau drills it to Kittleson. Up to the sky for Ensign, down the line for Olsen, out of bounds. 17-14 now. Again, no teams had more than a 6-point lead at any point in this match. So it's been relatively close all the way through. Firstenau, nice serve. Smeldon. Yes, it is a net violation, the second of the night on Cavalier. 18-14. Burros 7 points away from a 2-0 lead. As Gallagher nearly running into Corey Erickson. Be careful for the camera back there. As snapped over by Stegman, Ensign couldn't quite guide it back. It's 18-15. So Remy Larson and the Tornadoes get the ball back. Ensign loads up Abigail Anderson down the line, dug out by Devine. The Tornadoes, the 4-contact violation, 19-15, Hillsboro-Central Valley. And Haley Smeldon goes back to serve here this time as Kittleson heads to the bench. Hattlestead back out onto the floor. Smeldon, cross court. Jensen loads up Jocelyn Anderson, dugout Ensign. Far side, Abby Anderson for the kill. Abigail Anderson with her 5th of the night. She leads the team in kills with 5. Smeldon back at the service line, little heavy touch, and it goes right to the chair umpire. Usually not a good sign if you hit it right to the chair umpire. 21-15, Burros inching closer to a 2-0 lead. Smeldon sends it down the middle for the ace. Haley Smeldon with her first ace of the night. She has the trifecta, and a timeout is called by Carmen Stanhope. 22-15, Hillsboro-Central Valley inching closer to a 2-0 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Coming out of this Nodak Insurance Company, Agent Brad Richter, Sales Associate Nick Preston, timeout for all your insurance questions. See Trail County's agents with answers. Agent Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Sales Associate Nick Preston in Mayville. 22-15 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley already leads it 1-0 after a crucial 26-24 first set victory. Haley Smeldon going back to serve here for the Burros, helping the Burros pick up their 5th ace of the night, and she'll pick up number 6 for the Burros. Smeldon with a pair of aces leads the team in blocks with 7, co-leads the team in aces. Smeldon will look to do it again, hits it into the net this time, 23-16. Burros have caught up in the ratio. Now just a -1 on the error ace ratio as Hattlestead and the Burros now 2 points away from a 2-0 lead. Jocelyn Anderson guides it back over to Kaylee Kittleson. Inside, loads up Hattlestead. It's blocked out of bounds. Give Hattlestead the kill. 24-16, 8 set points for Hillsboro-Central Valley as Carsey Hattlestead co-leading with Abigail Anderson and kills, both with 5. And into serve now, this is Destiny Ellingson, the senior, on the service line for the Burros. Far side, Jensen, the freshman, on the punch. Ellingson with the dig. Hattlestead will step up for the attack to the corner. Larson covers, as does Firstenau and Manley to send it back to the Burros. Ensign loads up Hattlestead, hits it towards Carmen Stanhope. She says, I'll take that. Yeah, I like that. 24-17. Some great coaches, by the way. I want to make that note. Of course, there's great coaches all over the state of North Dakota and so many sports, but great coaches in Region 2 girls volleyball. Ensign. Anderson near side out of bounds. 24-18. That went to Stanhope again. She's saying, yep, just send me the ball, Hillsboro-Central Valley. I'll take it for my team. As Jensen with the ace. 3 straight set points saved for Cavalier. As Jensen, with a couple of blocks on the night, picks up her first ace. Stanhope saying she can put that freshman anywhere on the floor and she'll be successful. As there's the points on the push. 25-19. Hillsboro-Central Valley with a 2-0 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Hillsboro Schools has provided me with so many opportunities. Whether you're into sports, the arts, or any other activities, there's something for every student to get involved in, and the teachers are pretty cool. I'm Lex Ellingson, a senior at Hillsboro High School. My favorite thing at Hillsboro High School is hanging out with my teammates after school because it's helped me grow as a person and have fun in my community. Find your favorite at Hillsboro-Central Valley Schools. This message is from Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Coming on back on our Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl in between the sets recap. Covers it all: home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. Hillsboro-Central Valley taking the first two sets, 26-24, 25-19. Carsey Hattlestead, Abigail Anderson co-leading the team in kills with 5 each. As Cavalier, this one's out of bounds this time, so for the first time tonight, the Burros scored the first point in a set. They lead it 1-0. Haley Smeldon, a couple of big aces down the stretch. She has 3 kills, 2 aces, and 7 blocks for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Megan Ensign with a couple of key aces as well. Jocelyn Anderson leads the Tornadoes with 4 kills and a couple of blocks. 5 kills and a couple of blocks as Cavalier can't quite rally to that one. 2-0 Hillsboro-Central Valley. Carmen Stanhope's squad, they were down 24-18. They rattled off, or 24-16, I should say. Rattled off 3 straight points to stay in it, but have not been able to pick up a set yet tonight. They're facing the brink, at least in this match, as Jensen drops it down the line there for the Tornadoes. Anderson into the net, 2-1. Hillsboro-Central Valley trying to take care of business in just about an hour. Again, of 3 out of 5 matches, they've gone the full distance each of the last 3 times. So I know they're looking for a straight sets victory tonight before they go to Carrington for tournament action. As there's a kill for Haley Smeldon. Smeldon off to her usual self tonight. A lot more balanced than typical with 4 kills, pair of aces, and 7 blocks now. As Sadie Gallagher goes to the service line. Again, fresh off what I believe is a season-high 10 kills in the win over Park River Fortville Lincoln. Sends it down the middle. And Jensen fires, dugout, Ensign. Gallagher will guide it back. Larson propped up for Jensen. Ensign with a great dig. Manley, Jensen, Ensign with another dig. Propped up, Smeldon out of bounds. 3-2. And back to serve there is Manley. Adeline Manley on the serve down the middle to Kaylee Kittleson. Ensign, Smeldon into the net. 3-3. And the Burros, their largest lead at any point in this match was 8. Cavaliers' largest was 5. Back when they had an 11-6 lead on the opening set. They had an early lead in the second set as well before the Burros gradually pulled away late. Near side, Jocelyn Anderson needs to get going there for the Tornadoes. She had 4 kills in the opening set. Since then, just 2, including that one. And Cavalier takes their first lead of the third set, 4-3. So the Tornadoes have had leads in each of the 3 sets. Nice serve for Manley. She has a couple of aces for the Tornadoes as Olsen hits it into the net. I should say 2 out of the 3. Jensen with the other one for the Tornadoes. Manley back to serve. Trails it to Kittleson. Ensign pushed, kill, Megan Ensign. Makes it 5-4 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cozette Seed Sale scoreboard. Ensign's second kill of the contest. 2 kills, 2 aces. And several digs and assists for Megan Ensign tonight. Smeldon down the middle. Load up. And the kill there that time for Jocelyn Anderson. Anderson now with 7 kills tonight. That's the most for any player out on the floor. As Jensen goes to the service line. Katie Jensen, the freshman. Load up Abigail Anderson. Get down. 6-5 on Anderson's now team leading 6th kill of the match. An ace and a block as well. Kennedy Olson going back to the service line here. Olson lofts it up there towards Manley and the Tornadoes. Chemnitz for Cavalier. Dug out there by Kittleson. Now Hattelstead, dug out Manley. And down the middle, we'll give that a, they'll say 4 contact violation. I think that one actually might have been a block. Hattelstead in the area. 6-6. We're tied up once again. It's Kennedy Olson. Lobs up the serve. Near side for Chemnitz, sends it long. 7-6, Hillsboro-Central Valley. Olson going back to the service line here now. Olson lofts it up into the net, tied at 7 on the Burros. 8th service error of the night. 6 aces, 8 errors for the Burros. 3 aces, still no errors for Cavalier. They've had a clean night serving. And Ibarra goes to the service line. Gallagher dives to get it. Hattelstead gets the deflection. Carsey Hattelstead and Abigail Anderson each with 6 kills and a block on the night. Anderson with an ace as well, and Anderson goes back to the service line. Anderson on the jump serve, drills it down the line, heavy touch. Joust, Hattelstead with a block, sent back by Devine. Inside, Gallagher down the line for the kill. Sadie Gallagher, her 4th kill of the night. Hattelstead with her 2nd block. And Anderson goes back to the service line. 9-7, Hillsboro-Central Valley. Trying to gain control of this 3rd set. And it's out of bounds, 9-8. On the Burros' 9th service error of the night. Back to serve, there's Devine. Inside, loads up Hattelstead, airmails that one out of bounds, it's 9-9. And Cavalier getting a couple of gifts. Sent over by Devine. Load up far side, out of bounds by Gallagher, and all of a sudden Cavalier has the 10-9. Oh, no, excuse me, caught a deflection. So we'll make it 10-9. Well, now we'll just leave it at 9-9 for now as the officials go have a conversation. Line judge and the table official now chair umpire. We think of chair umpires, serves, nifty shots. Think of a legend in tennis who just announced his retirement at the end of this season, Rafael Nadal, hanging up the tennis racket for a legendary career. These ladies doing Nadal-esque shots today as they will give the point. Gallagher's 5th kill of the night makes it 10-9. Kittleson finds the ace. 11-9. Kaylee Kittleson, her 1st ace of the night. Kittleson will look to do it again. And sends it towards Remy Larson, tapped over by Gallagher. Load up Stegman near side. Dug out there Kittleson, inside, loads up for Smeldon. Larson covers nicely, and Chemnitz will send it to the net. 12-9, Hillsboro-Central Valley. Halfway there, just on the short side of halfway in this 3rd, and if they win it, final set, as they won the first 2, 26-24, 25-19. Kittleson smashes it into the net, 12-10. Burros, 10 service errors. 7 aces. Colby first and now back to the service line there for Cavalier. First and now, drills it down the line to Kennedy Olson. Ensign loads up Smeldon, fires it, and gets the benefit of the ceiling. 13-10, Haley Smeldon. Her 5th kill of the night. 5 kills, couple of aces, and 7 blocks for Smeldon. And Ensign back to the service line. Ensign. Smeldon says thank you very much. 14-10. Smeldon now with 8 blocks. Ensign goes back to the service line. Ensign drills it towards Larson. Load up. Jensen on the line. Katie Jensen with her first kill of the night. And she is the only Tornado with a trifecta tonight. The freshman with a kill, an ace, and a pair of blocks. Larson spins that one over to the Burrows. Sent back over by Gallagher. Devine loads it up. Anderson near side, and we get a 4 contact violation. 15-11 Hillsboro-Central Valley now 10 points away from the match. As Gallagher and the Burrows looking for their 5th region victory in 5 tries. Good recovery there. Jensen into the net, 16-11. Gallagher back to serve. Gallagher, a few bounces of the ball. Rifles that one, heavy touch. Anderson into the nets. 16-12. As Adeline Manley back to the service line there for the Tornadoes. Manley drills it towards Anderson. On the far line, Kennedy Olson this time. Dug out first and now, heavy touch. And another dig by first and out. Jocelyn Anderson with a kill. Cavalier clawing their way back here with 8 kills for Anderson and a pair of blocks. 16-13. As Manley back to the service line for the Tornadoes. Drills it towards Gallagher. Ensign props it up to Smeldon. Dug out first to now, and Larson and Manley. Sends it back to the Burrows. Ensign, a little heavy touch, and Kittleson keeps it alive. Gallagher and Ensign team up to get it back to Cavalier. Forearm bump up by Anderson for Cavalier. Push now by Devine. Kennedy Olson on a pop over. One of the longer rallies of this set. Devine with the kill. Bryn Devine, the sophomore setter, picks up her first kill of the contest. 16-14. About an hour into this match. Manley sends it over to Kittleson. Anderson back set. Kennedy Olson pushed it in place. 17-14. It's Carsey Hattlestead with the knee compression and brace on her left knee. Back out onto the floor as Kittleson takes a seat. Smeldon sends it and into the net for Jocelyn Anderson. 18-14, Hillsboro-Central Valley inching closer to a straight sets victory on their home floor. And their 2nd victory in all competitions over Cavalier this season. Smeldon smacks it over to first and now and Cavalier. Here's Jensen. Dug out there for Smeldon. Loads up Anderson far side through traffic for the kill. Abigail Anderson pretty efficient tonight. And Cavalier wants to talk it over. Burrows now 6 points away from the match on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Coming out of the Snowneck Insurance Company, Agent Brad Richter, sales associate Nick Preston, timeout. Hillsboro-Central Valley with a 19-14 lead in set number 3. They lead at 2-0 after a 26-24 first set victory and a 25-19 second set victory. Burroughs again 6 points away from taking the match. And Cavalier miscommunication gives essentially a free point to the Burroughs, 20-14. Haley Smeldon, a real nice night tonight. 8 blocks, 5 kills, and a pair of aces. Load up there for Jensen. Punches it over as Abigail Anderson on the attack. Larson through Jensen, and Jocelyn Anderson out of bounds, 21-14. Smeldon back to the service line. Smeldon hammers it on the line. Haley Smeldon now leads the team. Well, she's one kill away from co-leading the team. 5 kills, 3 aces, and 8 blocks. Smeldon looking for another ace. Larson covers that time. Here's side on a push, back to Hattlestead. Load up, here's Destiny Ellingson, out of bounds. No deflection, 22-15. Smeldon comes out, Kittleson comes in for the Burroughs as Katie Jensen. Going back to the service line. As inside, loads up Abigail Anderson, fires, dug up to the ceiling. Larson covers, but not quite enough. Point goes to Hillsboro-Central Valley, 23-15. Ellingson back to the service line. Destiny Ellingson, another senior on this Hillsboro-Central Valley squad, and just long on the service there, 23-16. Burroughs with 11 service errors, Cavaliers 0. As Ibarra comes back to the service line there for Cavalier. Ibarra steps up. Ellingson covers through Ensign. Here's Hattlestead into the net. 23-17. Cavalier hanging around here. As Ibarra goes back to serve. Ibarra on the step-up serve to Ellingson. Ensign. Gallagher steps up through traffic for the kill. Sadie Gallagher with her 6th of the night. Hattlestead with 6, Gallagher with 6, Smeldon with 5, Abigail Anderson with 7, and Anderson on the service line to try and end it. 24-17. Anderson on the jump serve, drills it towards Larson. And Chemnitz sends it over back to Anderson. Ensign, Hattlestead, not quite yet. Chemnitz guides it back. Anderson with a great dig. Gallagher steps up down the line. Dug it again by Manley. Here's Chemnitz. Kittleson, heavy touch. Ensign pushes it over. Devine and sent over by Manley. Through Anderson. Ensign, Gallagher down the line for the win. Sadie Gallagher finishes things off for Hillsboro-Central Valley. In 3 sets, 26-24, 25-19, 25-17. Hillsboro-Central Valley takes the win in straights. In an hour, I'm not buying lunch or beverages for anybody tomorrow, and maybe I'll stop being called 5-set James. We're done with that. Hillsboro-Central Valley takes it in 3. Lots to talk about into the postgame coming up next.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Cutting Edge Ag connects your operation with first-hand expertise and industry-best precision ag technology from Ag Leader. We've simplified precision farming with powerful tools to maximize profit opportunities like never before. No matter the size of your farm or the complexity of your field activities, Cutting Edge Ag is your local partner for a more profitable future. Unlock a new era of farming success with Ag Leader and Cutting Edge Ag.
Our final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sale scoreboard, Hillsboro-Central Valley takes it in straights, 26-24, 25-19, 25-17, a little over an hour 10 minutes, more or less. As, again, Hillsboro-Central Valley takes it in straights again inside the Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl broadcast booth. Home, auto, life, business, farm insurance, agency downtown Hillsboro, or call 701-436-5777. As take a look at the stats and storyline of the game, it was Cavalier that got out to an 11-6 run to start the game, or got out to an 11-6 lead. They got to a 5-0 run, but Hillsboro-Central Valley took control for most of the rest of the match. It was a really tight first set. 26-24 was the final score. Hillsboro-Central Valley ekes it out in the end. Some big kills there in the first set. Carsey Hattlestead, Abigail Anderson, a couple of big kills there for the Burros. And second and third sets, both teams exchanged the leads evenly. Both teams went on runs, but the Burros came out 25-19, 25-17 with both sets. A lot of great balance here. Sadie Gallagher would run down the line. Sadie Gallagher finishes the night with 7 kills. Kaylee Kittleson with an ace. Carsey Hattlestead with 6 kills and a pair of blocks. Abigail Anderson, efficient night, back tonight, 7 kills, an ace and a block. Kennedy Olson, 3 kills and an ace. Haley Smelden, really productive night tonight, 8 blocks, 3 aces, and 5 kills. Megan Inside, couple of kills, couple of aces as well. For Cavalier, they were led by Jocelyn Anderson. She had 8 kills and a pair of blocks. Adeline Manley with a couple of aces. Katie Jensen, a kill, an ace, and a couple of blocks. Ava Chemnitz, a couple of kills. And Jalen Stegman, a couple of kills and a block. Ariana Tebow with a couple of kills and 4 blocks. And Bryn Devine with a kill as well. The Burros, 11 service errors despite their 8 aces, so -3 error to ace ratio, and 3 to nothing, +3 error to ace ratio for Cavalier. 3 aces, no errors. A couple of net violations each way as well. Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl, stats and storyline there of the game. We'll step away here for a little bit. We'll come back with post-game interviews, our player of the game as well, coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Dagelman Industries is proud to manufacture tough, high-performance equipment right here in North Dakota. From our industry-defining Pro-Till high-speed discs, bulletproof bulldozer blades, and our robust, heavy-duty land rollers, We focus on support and make the experience of owning a Dagelman unlike any other. Dagelman, engineered tough in North Dakota.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
So when they needed us, the call is answered.
We need to get the right protection to as many people as we can.
We need to protect as many as we can.
We will.
We don't give up. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com, chatting with Jocelyn Anderson. She was the star player tonight for Cavalier. And Joss, you didn't quite go your way tonight, but I think you proved a lot of people out there, especially watching on your live event, that Cavalier is a team that can really make some things happen come region tournament time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've worked really hard these past 2 weeks, and it's a bit of a change putting me in outside, but I really like it, and it's really fun to play outside because I feel like I can do more. But
based on what your coach Carmen, who's standing kind of right behind us, mentioned, that she's giving your ladies a lot of opportunities to try different spots on the floor, to try different hits, try different moves, that sort of thing. How's that experience been? Go on that a little further about learning new things.
I really like the opportunity and outside that I've been given because I like hitting outside in warm-ups, and I feel like it just goes really well for me, and I like to see all the other girls in their different positions, and I feel like this new rotation is it's going to really work for us.
Perfect. And obviously, as Carmen was mentioning on the pregame, that it's a very balanced team. You got sophomores, juniors, seniors, and a freshman out there as well. How is it trying to gel with all 4 classes?
I love these girls so much, and this is the best team that we've had, bonding-wise. We just get along with each other. We love each other, and it's just, I feel like we have a really good team vibe this year.
What else do you want people to know about Cavalier Volleyball? What makes Cavalier Volleyball Cavalier Volleyball?
Yeah, that's a hard one. These girls are off the court very motivational towards each other. We love each other. We support each other. And on the court, sometimes we struggle, but we can overcome it. And if we just believe in each other, we can go far.
Jocelyn Anderson joining us here on our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. Jocelyn, thanks for the time. Why don't you hand the mic over to Coach? I'll move this chair a little bit so that Carmen can come into frame here. And Carmen, I think you achieved what you wanted to tonight. Even in a loss, absolutely, you hung with one of the better teams in the state. Probably one of your best performances of the year.
Absolutely. Those girls, we changed the rotation yesterday at practice. And you know what? I agree. This is probably the best night we've had. They were scrappy. We just let our unforced errors get away from us, but lots to build on in this team.
You got to be happy with, at least on the ratio side of things, you won the service line tonight. That's got to mean something going forward when you face these big teams.
Absolutely. We always, serving is one of the biggest things we work on. Serve receive goes with that. And I think we're aggressive at the service line. So I want to continue to use that. We preach that in practice. We can win at the service line. And they're great servers. They're great spot servers. They serve wherever we tell them to, and they're young, so I love that.
What does a match like this do for your team the rest of the way forward?
I told them in the locker room that they should really be happy but also angry, and they need to use that as fuel going forward because that is who they are as a team, and I see that every day. So just want them to use this going forward.
Fantastic. Again, head coach Carmen Stanhope joining us on our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. Coach, thanks for the time, and have a safe trip back to Cavalier.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring in here, ladies, for Hillsboro-Central Valley. We'll bring in Sadie Gallagher. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. No, I'm kidding. Actually, let's move it to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, as I asked our camera gal, Casey, to say who was the player of the game, and Sadie Gallagher, of course. We didn't get a chance to interview you the last time you were the player of the game, so kind of for your ending points, kind of walk us through what does it feel like to get a winning point versus just any time else in the game?
Yeah, well, I mean, because you win the game, that's great. But that I won it with I didn't win it, but the tip was what worked. And the other tip that I had I think it went right into the net. And Colness told me, that's not one you tip. You got to be more aggressive with that one. And so this time I put it over the block to get the point.
So I'm surprised you ladies are up here this early. Don't you want to play 2 more sets out there of volleyball?
I mean, I love volleyball, but to get it done quicker is better.
I will agree with that. Again, you've played 30 sets in the last 10 days. I asked some of your teammates, kind of, what do you do to stay focused and to stay fresh out there and to stay competitive?
Yeah, we just always got to stay motivated and go out wanting to win every game, no matter what. We can't look at it any other way than we're gonna win it, and we have to work to do it.
Sadie Gallagher joining us, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Sadie, congratulations once again. Go enjoy this one before you hit the road for the weekend tournament in Carrington.
Thank you.
And we'll pass the mic on once again. Come on down. Theme continues with more of our Dakota Heritage Bank postgame interviews. Abigail Anderson joining us for the first time here this season, at least with me. And Abigail, how's the ankle, by the way?
It's much better. I mean, had 2 ankle injuries so far this season. It's not a good way to have the status in the season, but I mean, I've been doing PT, taping my ankle every day, and just growing it stronger so that I can go out on the court.
Abby, you're a sophomore. How does it feel to kind of represent the underclassmen with all of those talented seniors around you?
You know, it just feels great. Like, knowing my role, like, playing with seniors, it's definitely going to be a tough one next year, losing all these girls, but I just got to, know that I matter on the court, and I got to step it up and work hard and finish off the season. So,
what's been one of your favorite moments so far this year?
Oh, that's hard. Probably beating Northern Cass. That was my favorite.
That
five
was
set. Oh no, wait.
Yep,
five set. Yeah,
yep.
that's 5-set game.
Wild contest,
Yes.
great moment. And Abby, I call it a trifecta when you get a kill, an ace, and a block, and you did that tonight. You throw in a dig in there, you throw in just a set, any other play. What's your favorite play in volleyball?
Probably block.
Yeah,
just
that
getting
block.
up, defending the net. It's just amazing.
Absolutely. Abigail Anderson joining us here in our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. Abby, thanks for the time. We'll take a quick break here. We'll reset with Katie Stabler coming up next.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hey there, we're here
to invite you
to join First Community Credit Union.
FCCU is the proud partner of the University of North Dakota Athletics.
FCCU is here to coach you
through every financial play.
No turnovers.
Only buckets.
When you join FCCU,
you get the full UND experience. Enjoy our exclusive
UND credit and debit cards.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Coming on back in our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interview, sharing our heritage, sharing our future locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. It's dhb.bank. dhb.bank. Joined by Katie Stabler, head coach, the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, and I was kind of joking with the girls. I said, don't you want to go, aren't you still supposed to go out there and play 2 more sets?
Yeah, right? Well, they like to pull those fivers. They like to, make it last as long as they can. And tonight, the first set carried that same idea, but it was great to see them execute in that second and third and finish it in 3.
Of course, first set was a little bit kind of wobbly out there with Cavalier establishing that they are Cavalier. They are kind of who we thought they were. They're not going to go away, think, oh, Hillsboro-Central Valley are doing well this year. They're going to fight, and they did tonight.
Absolutely. They're competitors. They're a very scrappy team. They picked up a lot of our balls defensively, and they kept the ball alive and made us earn a lot of our points tonight, which we knew that coming into the game. Cavalier always puts a team together, and they're very similar just like that. And it was great to see us executing points. We still let them take too big of leads at the beginning of every set. Maybe in the middle of every set, they would string too many points together. And so that's what our goal is this weekend, is have less of those as a team. If they side out and they get one more point, no more. Let's get it back. Let's do our thing to get it back.
Absolutely, yeah. Again, 30 sets in the last 10 days. You've got some more on the horizon there in Carrington. But just take a moment and just reflect on what these last couple weeks have been and how proud of your team you are for the composure that they've shown.
Yeah, looking at the season, coming into the season, we knew these were going to be 2 big weeks. I mean, every game is very important, but 2 big weeks, 2 very busy weeks with tournaments to end the weeks and very good opponents. And I'm very proud of the girls, to push through. We have the consistent 7 that work on that court all the time, and to have those girls play the 30 sets in the 10 days, that's a lot of volleyball. That's a lot of jumping. That's a lot of getting down. That's a lot of work, and it's great to see them push through, not act tired, and finish as a team.
Couple ladies on the highlight tonight, of course, Abigail Anderson back from the ankle injury. Talk with her a little bit about the composure she has to have for being surrounded by a lot of that senior talent, and she's really out there the whole match in different spots on the floor. She doesn't really sub out a lot. Your thoughts on how she's grown over these last few weeks?
Yeah, I think she's done a great job. She's trying to step up and find that leadership role, or refine her voice a little bit on that court. She's got a great hit. We need to be aggressive on the outside as well as just our middles, and tonight we saw her come out and be confident with some of her swings, and they were beautiful. We're like, there you go, Abigail. That's where they are. Show everyone else what we see in practice, kind of thing. And so it was just great to see her get her confidence, especially coming off of that ankle injury too. Yesterday in practice, she was still a little timid, and today I thought she didn't really show that as much, and she really came out and played tonight.
One other lady that got out on the floor, Destiny Ellingson, getting some moments tonight, and really kind of establishing herself as, hey, coach, if someone goes down, if someone's not just having an off night, I'm there for you.
Absolutely, and we know that with Destiny. She's worked so hard, and she works every day so hard in practice, and is just another senior that we don't see on the floor often, but she's such a leader. She's a leader off the court. She's a leader on the bench. She's huge. She gets the players on the bench going all night. She's one that's yelling all the time. I think sometimes she gives herself a headache by the end of some games, especially those 5 sets, but it was great to give her that opportunity to get on that court and show us, if we need to throw her in another time, that time is going to be available. And I thought she also did a great job in the back row. She likes that front row, but she's like, coach, keep me in. Let me just do this. And she did a great job serving and serve receive as well.
Again, the Carrington invite coming up here this weekend. Why don't you run down again who you're going to see this weekend?
Yeah, and our pool play, there's 12 teams there total, good teams, a lot of the same ones that were at Des Lacs, and then they have the big Langdon tournament this weekend as well. So it's kind of split between those two, but our first pool play games, we have Carrington again, which we saw in our pool play when we were at Des Lacs, so we need to get a little bit more redemption on that against them. They're a good team, and we just need to make sure that we play our game the entire time. We get to see rugby again, another great team. They took us, I think we were 26-24 first set when we played them first round of tournaments in Des Lacs, and then we kind of took care of business in that second set against them, but we can't overlook them. They're a great team. They're coached very well. And then we also have Benson County, who I think is doing well right now in their region. And so we just got to make sure that we come out and we play our game. We can't just look at a team and be like, oh, I think we can, or I can't think we can't. Wait, let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's do it together. And if we fall short, but we fought 100%, beautiful. We'll get it next time. You know what I mean? But we have to have that mentality of let's go do it now, and we're going to do it by doing the little things.
Again, it's going to be kind of odd that we won't have a game the next week. But anything else you want to mention here on the post game, Katie?
Yeah, no, it'll be weird next week that we don't have one, but it will be also a great game, a great week to prepare. We've had 2 busy weeks. We worked really hard. The girls will have that longer weekend with NDEA. We have a couple practices in there, but we get Thompson on Monday, so we can't, just sit back and wait. We got to be prepared and ready to go for a big region match on that Monday right after.
Katie Stabler, head coach of the Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, joining us on the Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews, dhb.bank. Coach, thanks for the time, and enjoy tomorrow, I guess, and after Saturday, take the week off. All right?
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsboro.
It's that time of year again. Time to kick off another exciting and fun-filled school year. Everyone at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead hope we all can join together and make it a successful and safe school year. If you're driving near school buildings, at school bus stops, please watch carefully for children. Welcome back, students, teachers, staff, and administration from Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, providing living environments for seniors that maximize health, independence, and quality of life.
Okay, we're continuing our wrap-up here on our post-game comments. Again, the final score, 26-24, 25-19, 25-17. Hillsboro-Central Valley comes away with a win. They're now 14-6 in all competitions. And Cavalier drops to 9-11 in all competitions. Time for a Halstead Telephone Company connection of the game. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Tel, it's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com, proudly providing internet, phone, cable, TV service to the rural areas and to the local communities through the area of the Red River Valley. And connection to the game, I just wanted to make a note again. Someone we didn't mention tonight, Megan Ensign had a nice game as well. Of course, it's on her home floor here in Buxton, and just had some really just picture-perfect sets, especially a couple in an awkward position to aid in some smashes tonight. She also got a couple of aces, a couple of kills. I think it might be a season high for her in kills with 2. Not too often that a setter gets a couple of kills, but she certainly did that. So I wanted to make note of that in our Halstead Telephone Company connection of the game. And again, we're wrapping things up here from Buxton. Again, we won't have a Hillsboro-Central Valley girls volleyball game for quite some time. So we won't have that. Again, I believe it's the Monday, not next Monday, but the Monday after. Big matchup, Hillsboro-Central Valley, Thompson. I'll have the call here for you on yourliveevent.com. That'll about do it. You can remind you can go back and watch this game and several others on yourliveevent.com or Your Live Event YouTube page. If you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you go ahead and do that for us and follow our social media. Check out the interviews from last night's Wild League Coaches Show. I really had a fun time with Vern Muir from Grand Forks Red River Football. They are undefeated, top team in 2A, and they look ready to roll towards the postseason. As well, I had a fun chat. Barbara Arnston from Riverside Christian School at East Grand Forks, their cross-country team, really the only sport that school has by themselves. They co-op with Sacred Heart for a lot of other sports, but the only one that's truly theirs. They had a conference meet today, so see how that one went. Again, go on and check those out. Check out our schedule for Football Friday night, tomorrow night in Your Live Event. I'll be headed to Thompson. It's Thompson and Kindred. The Vikings have allowed just 1 touchdown in the last 5 weeks, while Thompson's on the outside of the playoff picture looking for a big upset tomorrow night from Thompson. Pregame 6:30, kickoff set for 7 o'clock. You can check out the other games on yourliveevent.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley, by the way, they go to Lisbon, and Northern Cass hosts EEK. A couple of other big ones. Red Lake County is at Ada Borup West as well. Polk County West hosts Monaga. More Litchfield Marion travels to Sargent County. Maple River hosts Enderlin as well. Monoman Waban hosting Lake Park Audubon. Again, full schedule on yourliveevent.com. From all of us here at yourliveevent.com, for Casey Hong on the camera here this evening, the final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley in straights, 26-24, 25-19, 25-17. It's James Martin saying, Region 2 girls volleyball fans, show some pride.